Alright guys, welcome back to FX Action Trader YouTube channel. So we are here again for this week market analysis. So firstly, let us start with the pair of the week, Euro Dollar. So Euro Dollar, if we are looking on the daily chart, these can be quite confusing. Alright, so as we are looking on the recent market trend, starting from here towards the right, we can see that the overall market is actually in a downtrend. So, by the way, market is now going to retest the support area at here at 1.1709. So, and if we switch to H4, we still can see that on H4, the current market trend is about is a combination of ranging and a downtrend. So for me, it would be safer to look for a short trade when market shows us a clear break below this support area. All right, meaning to say that I would like to see market break and close below 1.17135, and market did a pullback and only we start to scale down to look for a short trade. All right, let us go to the next pair, the pound dollar. So on pound dollar on daily chart, we can see that market has broken this support level last week. All right, but after this breakdown, all right, after this breakout, market immediately enter back to this support zone with a strong bullish momentum. So if you're looking on H4, we can see that market has started to do some high, lower high, and a new higher high. Sorry, a high, higher low, and a new higher high. So there is a very high chance that market could turn back into a bullish trend, all right, which is aligned with the preceding trend, and this could be a false breakout. So in order for me to enter for a buy trade, I would prefer market to break out of this resistance level on H4. All right, maybe I should just extend to here so we can have a better picture that in order for me to take this trade, or in order for me to enter for a buy trade, I would prefer market to break up above this level, which is a break above 1.3778, this level, and then only I'm going to look for a buy trade. All right, so for the overall of pound dollar, we are in a buy call. So let us have a look on this Aussie dollar. All right, so Aussie dollar in terms of market structure is pretty nicer and much more clearer as compared to what we have seen on the euro dollar as well as the pound dollar. So if we are looking on the daily chart, market is clearly in a downtrend. All right, so we should only look for a sell signal. So on H4, we can see that market is now at the H4 resistance level or the H4 key level, and there is a high potential that market could just drop from this level. So on H1, we can see that previously market was in an uptrend and then market turned into a sideways or ranging market, and now we start to see that the seller's momentum has begun to enter the market. So it's very simple. If this level or if this H1 support level is broken, we can go for a short trade. All right. So in overall, we are still looking for a sell in this Aussie dollar. All right. And if we look on the daily chart, they still have pretty much space for this pair to continue the downtrend movement. So let's have a look on the gold. So on gold, last week we did see some rejection, or we did see some stellar momentums at 1841 to 1830 zone. So if we pull the Fibonacci from the top to the down, all right, we actually can see that market is actually reacting or respect the zone of Fibonacci, which is the 50% and 61.8% zone. So in overall, this is a very strong selling zone. So on H4, we can see that market is now in a downtrend as the overall trend line has been broken. All right, the uptrend trend line has been broken. Market is now in a downtrend, and we still can see that market is showing some rejection at the support zone at 1796. So if this week we can see a clear break below 1790, sorry, 1795, this would be a very nice confirmation or a very nice signal for us to enter a short trade. All right, so let us proceed to the yen pair. Euro yen. All right, so let us look on the daily chart. So on daily chart, although last week we can see that the bullish momentum is very strong, the overall market is still in a sell trend as this key level of daily chart is not broken. All right, so we can see that market is still in a short trend or a downtrend. So in terms of H4, all right, it's very dangerous for us to look for a short signal here as market is now going upwards to retest this resistance zone at 131.190. So for me, I would prefer that market to continue the pullback to this zone, and from here only we scale down to look for a short trade. So this could be the first option, and the second option is that market could not break through this temporary resistance at 130.19 or 131, and that is another signal for us to look for a short trade at here. So just wait for market to show us the best signal or the best zone to do our entry. So the next we have AUD JPY. So just now we have checked on the Aussie dollar, and the Aussie dollar is currently on a sell trend. So on this Aussie yen, the same thing we can see on the daily chart, which is market is keep on creating lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, followed by a new low on last week. So obviously we are not going to buy this pair as we are going to trade along with the market trend. All right, so let us have a look on this H4. All right, so on H4 we can see that the nearest support or resistance zone is actually at here. Okay, so we are going to look for a short signal here when the market opens tomorrow. So let us go to the last pair for this week, the pound Aussie. So we have discussed on the Aussie dollar and Aussie yen, and both these Aussie pair is currently in a short trade. So in this pound yen, there is a high chance or a likelihood for this pair to be in a buy position or the buy trend. So in terms of daily or H4, we still can see that market is moving slowly upwards and creating higher highs and higher low. So on H1, we can see that although the trend here is not so clear, there is some choppy condition or oranging condition. But if we are looking on the H4, in overall, the market is still in a buy trend. So meaning to say that as long as this support level is not broken, all right, this support level at 1.85927 is not broken, we are in a good level or a good position to buy. All right, so guys, thank you for spending so many weeks with FX Exchange Trader, and we are currently offering free coaching to all our members. All right, so if you are interested in our coaching services, please leave a comment below and we will get into you. All right, so thank you guys for the time, and we are going to meet you again in the next video. Have a nice day. Goodbye.